We are in a pivotal time. Three things are converging: the rise of the personal brand, the abundance of online self-education, and cinematic storytelling here on YouTube. So if you ever felt like you were the Erin Brockovich or the Joy Mangano or the hidden figures of the movie of your life, there has never been a better time to get started on YouTube. I have a feeling that I know you. I bet you maybe watch videos about making money online and how to have some passive income. And that is appealing. That is very appealing. But I don't think you do things passively. I think you are someone who puts your heart and your soul into everything that you do, but you don't always get it back in return. Did I get that right? How would it feel to have a career that feeds your life instead of drains you? Then now is the time to develop your personal storytelling here on YouTube. Because the creator economy right now is worth $250 billion. That's billion with a B. And it is projected to be worth over $400 billion by 2027. People are building profitable, immensely profitable one-person businesses, sometimes within months. And the way that they're doing it is that they're using their personal experience, their knowledge, their expertise, and they are using that to help somebody else. Hi, I am Darren. I am a content producer who is on a mission to empower creators to use storytelling to build the content business of your dreams. And I feel like I am uniquely qualified to do that because I began my career here on YouTube as an episodic cinematic content creator. I was nominated for a Writers Guild Award, eventually won a Writers Guild Award. I've worked on projects that have won Emmys. And so when it comes to the cinematic and episodic style of content making that is becoming crucial here on this platform, I really feel like I can help you with that. And then additionally, I've produced a lot of thought leadership content. And if you're trying to position yourself as a thought leader and you want to use your expertise and knowledge to become a thought leader in your space, I can help you do that. I will bet you are somebody who gives your heart and soul every day at your job, at your life, in your relationship. And if you could create content that made an impact in someone else's life, you would have a career that feeds your life instead of drains it. So that is where storytelling comes in, and that is where I want to help you be able to find your voice and find the storytelling that is going to reach that other person. The online education business is all about helping someone make a transformation. So that is the first thing that I want you to think about. What is the transformation that you can help your viewer make? And maybe you're an expert in your field and the transformation is going to be some big transformation, but maybe you're earlier in the journey and you're a couple steps ahead of your viewer in the journey, and that's fine too. What is the transformation that you can offer your viewer? Then the next part is figuring out how you can use your story, your life, your experience to be an example for that transformation. We want to build a compelling leading character that people connect with so that they trust you on a level that they want you to lead them through this transformation in their life. And it's an important transformation. It's a transformation that they're investing time to watch content on YouTube, and maybe eventually they're investing money because maybe they'll want to buy your course or any other digital products or a workshop or your membership or any of that. On television and your favorite movies, there is always a compelling leading character. I know for me that I always respond to movies where there is a strong female character who is resilient and persistent and maybe kind of a mess in her love life. But that's what I respond to. And maybe I respond to it because that's pretty much me. And so I feel a connection with that person. So we want to do that with you. Whatever your personality is and your characters, we want to find that because you are the leading character of your channel. I say all of that because we are at a very interesting time in digital content where a lot of things are merging, and where the world of the personal brand, the world of thought leadership, and the world of cinematic storytelling are all coming together here on YouTube, because YouTube is very unique. It is very different than other social media platforms because of one very particular thing, which is that it is the #1 TV streaming platform. In fact, a new stat that was released just a couple of weeks ago has TV viewing exceeding mobile viewing in the US for the first time in history. So that means that people are now watching YouTube on their television sets more than they're watching on their phone, which is crazy. But that gives me this very unique perspective of thinking like an episodic and cinematic storyteller, but also understanding thought leadership content and how they can come together in a way that makes sense for this moment in time on this platform. The next step is identifying your backstory. What is the backstory, your origin story that makes you the right person to help your viewer get to point B? And then from there, we want to think about the character journey that you are going to have on your channel. I have another video here, I'll link it in my description, which is about the 4 channel journeys that I think work really well on YouTube, specifically for thought leadership content. The 4 character journeys that work really well on YouTube are being in a life transition, and ideally it is the same life transition that your viewer is on so that your experience helps the viewer make that transformation in their life. Battling an antagonist that hopefully is a shared antagonist, that you have the same antagonist in your life that they have. Maybe it's a mental battle, maybe it's a physical battle, maybe it's that you lost your job, there's some financial battle, but it's the same battle that your viewer is facing, and your journey is going to help them figure out a solution in their life. The third one is solving a mystery. Doesn't necessarily mean a crime, although that's very popular on the internet for a reason, but it could also be like cracking monetization. That's people sharing that their monetization journey is very popular content on YouTube because they're trying to crack it, right? And so people that are watching are also trying to crack it. So they're sharing that same desire to crack this mystery. And the last one is my journey, which is being on a mission. Is there something that you are on a mission to do? I am on a mission to empower creators with storytelling tools to make their content business happen, the content business of their dreams. That is what I am empowered to do. I hope that was helpful to you. If you would like to learn more about episodic storytelling, I invite you to click on the video that YouTube is recommending somewhere on the screen. I can never remember where it is, but it's somewhere there. I would click on that. Until next time, keep creating, and I will see you soon.